Welcome back to Drone Man Wales, and today we're flying over a landscape that looks peaceful, almost untouched. But beneath this ground lies a story carved in darkness, sweat and sacrifice. This is Penallta Colliery, once home to one of the most important coal mines in South Wales. A place where thousands of men worked, where communities were built, and where lives were risked every single day. The story begins in 1905, when the Powell Dyffryn Steam Coal Company set out to build something extraordinary. Pennallta wasn't just another mine, it was a statement of ambition. Two massive shafts were sunk deep into the earth, reaching rich seams of steam coal that would power ships, railways and industries across the world. By 1909, the colliery was in full production. And with it came people. Entire communities grew almost overnight, rows of terraced houses, filled with families whose lives revolved around the pit. The whistle would blow, and the valley would move. Life as a miner here wasn't just a job. It was a way of life. Fathers, sons, brothers, generation after generation, all descending into the same darkness. And shifts could last 8 to 12 hours. Miners worked in cramped seams, sometimes lying on their sides, hacking away at coal with hand tools in the early years. Stories passed down speak of the heat, the silence, broken only by the scraping of tools and the distant rumble of carts. One former miner described it as life working at the bottom of the world, with the weight of everything above you. And yet there was pride, strong camaraderie. Men trusted each other with their lives, because underground that's exactly what they were doing. Mining at Pennallta was never safe. Explosions, roof collapses, flooding. Every shift carried risk. And in 1931, tragedy struck. An underground explosion ripped through the workings, killing miners and sending shockwaves through the community above. Families waited anxiously at the pit head, hoping, praying, but not everyone came home. These weren't just workers. They were fathers, sons, friends, and their loss was felt in every street and every home. Even in quieter times, injuries were common. Broken bones, burns, lung disease. The cost of coal was human. But life around Pennallta wasn't only hardship. It was community. Miners' institutes, rugby clubs, brass bands. The pit funded a way of life. After long shifts underground, men would gather, share stories, laugh and sing. Because in a world filled with danger, those moments mattered. Women held families together, raised children, managing homes and supporting each other through the uncertainty that came with mining life. This wasn't just a workplace, it was a culture, a bond that defined South Wales for generations. By the late 20th century, things began to change. Coal was no longer king. Economic pressures, political decisions, changing energy demands began to close pits across the country. Pennallta held on, but not forever. In 1991, after more than 80 years of operation, the colliery closed. The headgear stopped, the noise faded, and for the first time in generations, the valley fell silent. For many, it wasn't just the loss of a job, It was the loss of identity. But something remarkable happened here. This land, once blackened by industry, was given a new life. Reclaimed and transformed into Park Penallta. Today it's filled with walkers, families, wildlife, a place of peace. But beneath your feet, the tunnels remain and the stories are still here. As you climb higher across this landscape, you begin to see something extraordinary. A shape carved into the earth itself. This is Sultan pit pony sculpture. A tribute not to machines or industry, but to the silent workers who stood beside the miners, pit ponies. These animals spent years underground, hauling heavy coal wagons through tight, dark tunnels. They lived the same life as the miners, endured the same dangers, and formed unbreakable bonds with the men who relied on them. Sultan became a symbol of that loyalty. This sculpture, one of the largest in the UK, stretches across the hillside, visible fully only from the sky, a fitting tribute for a story that runs deep beneath the ground. Penallta Colliery may be gone, but its story lives on, in the land, in the community, and in the memories of those who were part of it. If you've enjoyed this journey through Welsh history, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to Drone Man Wales. And I'll see you all on the next flight.